The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. What if you've been fighting the wrong way? Imagine you're in the middle of a courtroom battle. The case is critical, you could lose everything. The judge calls your name. You stand up, palms sweaty, anxiety gripping your heart. Then suddenly a lawyer walks in, one with flawless credentials, one who has never lost a case. He steps up and says, "I will represent you. You don't have to say a word." Now imagine turning to him and saying, "No, I think I'll fight this myself." Sounds ridiculous, right? Yet this is what many believers do. God says in 2 Chronicles 20:15, "Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the battle is not yours, but God's." But instead of trusting him, we stress, we panic, we fight in our own strength. We try to win spiritual battles with earthly weapons. Today on Devotional Place, we will uncover the secrets of letting God fight for you and walking in supernatural victory. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, your entire approach to life's battles will change forever. Section 1. Who is really fighting for you? In verse John 4:4, the Bible reminds us, "Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world." This means the same Spirit of God that raised Jesus from the dead is inside you. Romans 8:11. But let's be real. When problems hit, bills pile up, sickness strikes, relationships fall apart, what's our first reaction? Fear, anxiety, sleepless nights. Many Christians believe in God's power, but they don't live like it's true. Modern-day battlefields. Where are you fighting alone? Financial crisis, struggling to pay bills, drowning in debt. Instead of stressing, have you declared Philippians 4:19? "My God shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory." Health challenges. Have doctors given a negative report? Stand on Isaiah 53:5. By his stripes we are healed. Marriage troubles. Instead of arguing, recognize the real enemy isn't your spouse, it's Satan trying to destroy your home. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers." Stop fighting in the flesh when the battle is spiritual. Section 2. When you trust, God moves. One of the greatest biblical examples of God fighting for his people is found in 2 Chronicles 20, the story of King Jehoshaphat. The impossible battle. Jehoshaphat got the worst news of his life. 3 powerful armies had joined forces to attack him. He was outnumbered and outmatched. But instead of panicking, he prayed, "We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you." 2 Chronicles 20:12. And God responded, "You will not have to fight this battle. Take up your positions, stand firm, and see the deliverance the Lord will give you." 2 Chronicles 20:17. How did they succeed? They didn't engage in combat, they worshipped. By praising God, their adversaries turned on each other and destroyed themselves. They gathered so much loot that it took 3 days to carry it all. How does this relate today? Dealing with a legal issue? Stay put and observe God's actions. Waiting for a breakthrough? Offer praise before seeing results. Lost your job? God has already prepared your next opportunity. The same God who fought for Jehoshaphat is fighting for you. Section 3. The risks of fighting on your own. Many of us fail to achieve victory because we insist on controlling the battle. Here's what occurs when we go it alone. 1. We become weary. Psalm 46:10 states, "Be still and know that I am God." Instead of resting, we fret, plan, and wear ourselves out. 2. We invite fear. Fear hinders faith. Isaiah 41:10 reminds us, "Do not fear, for I am with you." 3. We lose tranquility. Philippians 4:6-7 mentions, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God will guard your hearts." When you attempt to fight alone, you forfeit the peace that God intends for you. Section 4. How to allow God to fight your battles. Victory doesn't come automatically. You must activate your faith. Here's how. 1. Cease fighting, commence trusting. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. The moment you trust, you welcome God to take charge. 2. Speak God's words, not your emotions. Your words shape reality. Affirm, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." Isaiah 54:17. God is my provider. Philippians 4:19. God is fighting for me. Exodus 14:14. 3. Worship during the battle. Jehoshaphat's army triumphed through worship. Instead of worrying, worship. Psalm 22:3. God dwells in the praises of his people. Here at Devotional Place, we advocate for worship as warfare, because when you praise, God fights. Final statement, a declaration of triumph. I want you to declare this now. I reject battling in my own power. The battle belongs to God, not me. The Almighty resides in me, and I put him to work by understanding his word and acting on it. I am victorious, not because of my strength, but because God is fighting on my behalf. Your next move. If this message uplifted you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Devotional Place for more faith-building content. Also, leave a "God is fighting for me" in the comments. Until next time, remember, the battle is not yours, it belongs to the Lord. Stay blessed.